scuff. We got scuff. Give me a second. Give me 1 second here. I need all the seconds in the world. Just for this one brief moment in time. Oh my word, I'm scuffing. I'm scuffing. Okay, that's fixed. That's fixed. I need to fix one more thing. One more thing. Nope. Don't want to do that. Hang on. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I wish that it would not. What in the world is my model doing right now? Hang on. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. Yo. Oh, 1 sec. Okay. Okay, now we're going. Now we're going. Yo, good to see you, Lamb. Good to see you, Derps. Good to see you, Boreal. I hope you all are having an awesome Monday night. I was doing pretty well until I started working on IKEA furniture. I'm working on like an IKEA bed set right now. They have like these weird like slat things. Okay, I made the mistake of buying the fancy one. I'm not gonna lie, with IKEA furniture, maybe don't make the mistake of buying the fancy stuff, but I did it. I did it. And I am having like music too. Oh, good lord, the music's too loud too. Let me pull that down. Okay, there we go. Oh, I see why, because there's 2 tracks playing. That's probably a huge part of it. Okay, that should be better. And then I'm gonna turn my voice up too. Woo! Did Amanda throw a blah at me? Yes, that did happen. Yes, blahs have been thrown. I see what you're saying, Derps, about fan arts. Fan art. Oh. Okay. So, yeah, I think I know what Derps wants me to play here. Let me. Derps wants me to be playing. Not Blueprints. Deltarune. Yes, my plan is to play Deltarune when it comes out. I don't know if I'll play it on release day, but my plan is that I do want to play it. I do want to play it this week. So, she was asking me if she should buy an IKEA shark and throw it at you. Yeah. No, she asked me the same thing. I answered no, but she didn't anyway. Let's see. You want to see me play Blueprints? Yeah. Well, good. Because, like I said, the plan is to play Deltarune soon. Like I said, it's probably going to be this week. I don't know if Boreal's up for streaming on Friday, not to put Boreal on the spot. My plan is to stream Boreal on Friday, but I hope that we can maybe get a Deltarune stream in on Thursday or on Saturday. Potentially Wednesday, but probably Thursday or Saturday. No, that's because she had your permission. Okay. Duly noted. I was unaware that Amanda was under your management, but you know, I think it's all under like a plot to undermine me. You know, I need to be like real paranoid. Need to like have my peepers out, because I feel like y'all are plotting something against me if I'm gonna be honest. No. I love y'all. But yeah, I wanted to sort of catch up. Basically, move the apartment's going well. My plan is that I want to make sure that the move to the apartment does not create a gap in the stream. If all goes according to my plan of plans, basically y'all won't notice a difference. If anything, I'll probably start streaming more. So yeah, it's a win-win. It's a win-win. I'm in a place I actually want to be in, and y'all get to see me more. So it's gonna be great. She's just your chaos partner time. Yo, hey Flowery Bunny. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing amazing. In fact, I'm doing even better now you're here. Let's see. Yeah, can't wait for the FTL. That's true. FTL. We got a lot on our plates. We got Deltarune. We got FTL. We got whatever we're doing next to Boreal. I think that at some point too, my hope is that we're gonna be able to play like Claire Obscure maybe. And my model's broken. Hang on. Let me do that and that. Oh wow. My model might be really broken. Let me... Man, I'm like going through all the scuff tonight. Holy smokes. Okay, well, we're just working through it. All right, so what's the plan right now? The plan right now is that we're gonna start up Blueprints, because I have been super excited to play more of it. This game is sick. It's sick. and I've been wanting to really jump into it, especially after the last run. We had an awesome run of blueprints for those who weren't here last time. We discovered a ton of new rooms in the house. We made it to the antechamber, but we didn't unlock it. We got to like the elevator that we need to unlock. So we've got a lot to do this stream. Yo, Lamb. Well, I'm not like super late. I'm here. I'm alive and well. Blueprints does not seem to be broadcasting to my system. Aha! I see why. I see why. I do that. You can probably now hear it, and then I'm gonna crank it up. I'm gonna put it on the fader, and when I do that, that should allow you all to well, it should allow me to make it louder or quieter at my discretion, because you know things should be at my discretion, not other people. Something should be at people's discretion. You know, people gotta live their lives and all that. Okay, all right. So now I should be able to do doink. Yep, I see that go up immediately. We're perfect. I'm gonna do that. We got no chat music now, and boom, blueprints right there on the screen. Let me do that. And hang on. My brain is going crazy right now. I don't know, that IKEA furniture got me in a weird mode. I'm not gonna lie too. I don't have water with me. I have an alternative, and that's as much as I'm gonna say about that. Anyway, so let me do that. Let me do that. Let me do that. And then I'm gonna go pop, and there we go. All right, so this is a fascinating title screen we're looking at. I'm not gonna lie. We are currently in the midst of peak Blueprints gameplay. Let's see what's going on. It's uncanny when Psycho's model is frozen by his mouse. So yeah, the tracking's kind of weird on that. So like, I mean, for a little peek behind the second curtain, Lotto is going their Wi-Fi issues. Oh, it's going through Wi-Fi issues. Okay, well, hopefully Lotto can show up. No worries if he's got issues. We can deal with that. Let's see here. You finished Deltarune Chapter 2, which is peak. Nice. Both possible routes. Nice. Yeah, I think going offline for Deltarune until you have a chance to finish it is probably an excellent idea. I would agree that that's probably a good idea. You know, especially like these people who get online and are like the first thing they do, but days before the game is released, they'll be like, yo, Deltarune ending, Deltarune final cutscene, bibbity boobity just died. I hate it when people like just speedrun ending a game specifically so they can just upload specifically the ending to YouTube. It actually is kind of a pet peeve of mine, but anyway. Beyond the point. By the way, the stream is still set at Shroud. Is it? Is it? No. Oh no. Okay, well, I can fix that. There we go. You can't see a lot. You're a bit dizzy. I'm sorry to hear that, Lamb. Yeah, don't worry about being sick. Just like sit back, relax, and know that I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate each and every one of you being here. I want you to know that. You know, like it's fun. Like I got on my skateboard from my apartment, and I went as fast as I could down that road to my car. Went perfectly legal speeds to get back to my old house so that I could stream here for y'all. And I am the happiest I've ever been to be here with y'all right now. I want you to know that. Okay. So I'm thinking. We don't have any of the fun rooms that we need to make like particularly big progress in a run tonight. We will probably get one later, but that's okay. Let's do a root cellar. There's a specific reason why I don't want to do a root cellar. We still are under an effect from last stream where I'm getting higher than normal amounts of courtyards. So if I have a root cellar, we can really do some like shovel maxing, you know what I'm saying? Some dig maxing. And we're going to be able to dig up a bunch of gems and stuff. So we're going to be able to at least see some new rooms. That's the hope. That's the plan. But we'll see how this goes. Oh yeah, you think you beat modded FTL multiverse on normal? Oh, not you think, you just beat it. Okay, I don't know why I added think in the word. I guess I just wanted to like take your confidence away from you. You know what I'm saying? Let me see here. Well, I'm glad you made it through that mod. Yeah, Boreal and I were talking about the FTL multiverse mod. I think we talked about mostly off stream on Friday, and he's been having an awesome time with that mod. I'm excited to give it a shot at some point. Okay. Look at that. We get a courtyard right off the bat. We're courtyard maxing already. You know what I'm saying? Let me... Okay. That was a good choice. Now, I'm going to grab these. Okay. Grab my gems. Going to take note that we have a dig pile there. And I am going to make an L-shaped hallway, a pantry. Throughout the last few days, you've pretty much only been watching Deltarune content. You're fully brain rotten right now. Yeah, I know how that goes. I was super excited when the Oblivion remaster came out. Like when I was at work, I'm not gonna lie. When I'm at work like right now, most of what I'm like listening to or watching are like Elder Scrolls lore videos. I love the Elder Scrolls universe. So yeah, I know how it goes. FTL is brutal. On Steam, only 8% of players have beaten the flagship on normal. What? For a game as popular as that is, I'm kind of surprised by that. Ooh. Ooh. All right, we already got one of my favorite items right here, right now. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, next up. Let's make a corridor. The corridor is always left unlocked. I like the corridor. Let's also see what's over here. A den's not a bad idea. Ooh, this works out perfectly too. Look at that. Look at that, folks. I love it. I'm happy. Okay, what do we got here? So my plan right now, this kind of works out too. Yeah. Let's just put down a workshop. I mean, we're getting all the tools we need right from the get-go. If I have a shovel and I can combine it to get the Paul?
Boreal Kitsune!
Thank you for subbing for 5 months. 5 months. 5 months of suffering through little old me. I appreciate you, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you for being an awesome stream partner. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for being just a great part of this community. Thank you. Let me see. I'm going to put a hallway here. And I swear, if the right door is locked, I'm gonna scream. Let me see what we got. Okay, cool. That's fine. That's not a bad idea, actually. This would not be a bad place for a nook. Okay. Ooh, coin. I'll gladly take a coin. Look at that. Okay. So anyway, something I gotta bring up with y'all at some point. I might make a post on this about on Discord. I'll just make a post about it on Discord. I've been thinking, Twitch streams aren't going away, YouTube streams aren't going away, but I might consider expanding out to other platforms. So I wanna poll y'all on that at some point soon. White box is true. The other 2 boxes are false. Okay. Well, okay, these are like mutually exclusive. One of these has to be false. The other 2 boxes are empty. Okay. The black box has to be true. The black box has to be true, and here's why. Because this box makes the white box lie, but the white box would imply this is the lie. It's got to be this one. It's got to be this one. What other platforms? Insert Fallout 1 death scene. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. I'm like kind of like looking at stuff right now, and I'm just kind of like looking at like places where we could grow our community, because my attitude is that I don't care really about like making money. I care more about like maintaining and growing our community, which, I mean, admittedly I should probably be on Discord a little more for that, but yeah, I'm looking right now. The main one, I hate to say, the main one would be Kick, but I've got issues with Kick. I don't like Kick, but it seems that a lot of VTubers are moving there, and I don't want to move there. I would stream an edition there, but I'm still considering it. I'm considering it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the idea, but talk to your mods more often. Yes, I will. And like I said, I am in the early stages of thinking about it, but yeah, I'm just like looking at like where people are moving right now, and just some of the stuff that's been going on. And but yeah, I'll let y'all know where I stand on that right now. For the time being, it's just a thought I have. It's a thought I have. And it may stay a thought. I think about a lot of things. I forget about many others. Let me see here. I think that's all that's in here, really. Magnifying glass was sick, though. I do appreciate the magnifying glass. Oh, terrace would put me at risk of ending the run, so I'm not going to do that. Man, we are courtyard maxing today. I'm not gonna lie, the next time I get a shrine, I am absolutely taking another shrine bonus. Good lord. Yeah, the whole courtyard dynamic that we got going on, I'm liking this a lot. It's super sick. Because my hope with something like this is that maybe someday we get to a point where I can make a freezer. I get all these gems, all these coins, anything I could ever need, and then I just freeze it all. Be kind of sick. Okay. The ladyship's bedchamber. Ooh, the next time I enter a walking closet, gain 3 gems. Yes. Give it to me. Okay, what in the world? Is that just a telescope? Yo. There we go. I swear that at one point I came across the key to this diary. I seem to remember that being a thing that I came across at one point. So hopefully I can find that key again. We'll keep an eye out on it. Is this something I can take? Nope. No umbrella. There are times where I look at items in this game and it feels like there are items that like I should be able to take that I can't, or like that look like items that I could take that I can't. Can I look at this thing on the wall? What is this plane? Okay. I would say I'm gonna get some food from at some point before I come back here, or like a shortcut of some sort. I don't want to just walk back there right now. I feel like that would be a major waste of steps. I don't think that we're doing all that much with this playthrough, if I'm being completely honest with this run. I think that until I get the I can do this. Until I get the, I guess I can just leave the dark room on. Another mausoleum, or like another I can't remember the other underground room we would need is. I'm not going to be able to do much. I'm not going to be able to do much to advance the end of the game. And even then, I'm wondering about opening new paths. Let's make a dining room. We got food now. That'll be whenever dinner is served. That'll be when I get the backtrack. That'll be when the backtrack time comes. Ooh, perfect place for a drawing room. I love it. I love it. It would be really cool if we could fill out the house again. I love it when I can do that. Helps when you've got like a million courtyards in your drawing pool. What am I looking for? Oh, key. Perfect. The metal detector is great. Okay, I've got a vault key in here. Not so sure I need... Oh, perfect time for the dark room. So here's why. Power's out. No worries. I got a breaker box right over here, buddy. Kick that right back on. Boom. Boom. Oh, I'm also going to turn the security system off. No reason not to. I don't know why I didn't do that before. Okay. What is... Hang on. Oh, okay. I see what Horse is up to. I saw Horse in the Discord and I was wondering, what's he doing? He's doing horse things. Let him cook. All right. Let's go ahead and run through here, see what we get. Hang on. I heard there's something that they've got waiting for me. Something hiding here. SenkOtter. I'm wondering if it's like a coin. I'm gonna bet you it's a coin that's hiding somewhere in here, but I'm not sure. Okay, so whatever it is, I think it's closer to this side of the room. We have a lever, and a lever's great. I can't do much with the lever until I get one of the rooms that the lever goes into, and I can check. I can check what. I think this is what it was detecting. It was detecting the battery pack. Okay. The drawing room can redraft this, so my option is to go up. A security room would be a good idea, but I think I'm gonna do a garage because I could go around otherwise. Garage, here we go. And I don't have car keys yet, but what I do have is power, so I can open up the shortcut. Right there. Right there. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. That's a good start. Next up, let's take a look at what the drawing room... We are at level 8. Has dinner been served? I think we're at level 8, aren't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And dinner has not been served. No din-dins right now. I don't like that. Me din-dins. Okay. You know, so here's the weird part to me. The garage can spawn in different places. The implication here, okay, is that the house changing changes the road, which is kind of weird. Is that gate open? It is not, because they mentioned in one of the automated fortune tellers speeches that there was going to be a gate at some point that was left unlocked that we did not unlock. I mean, and now that could have been him speaking in riddles, but I'm assuming if there's some truth to that. What I really need right now is a commissary. I desperately need a commissary so I can open up the holes that are in the root cellar. I want to know what's in the root cellar right now, but we can figure that out later. Spare room, I guess. Library. I'll just put a spare room here. Cool. Was that my wise decision? Probably not. Probably not. But I could put a storeroom here. I can get 10 coins. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Cool. However, no shovel yet. I'm gonna have a lot of digging to do. I guarantee you right now, I am not getting boxed in this playthrough. I mean, knock on wood. I don't think I'm getting boxed in this playthrough. I think the likelihood of that happening is very, very, very low. Which is a good thing. Because we got new rooms to see. We got a lot of gems. We gotta see the casino. I mean, you know, the game's giving us a casino. We gotta see the casino. Okay. I'm gonna go here. Okay, continue northbound. And oh shit. Shit. Okay. Actually, that works. That works. Because now I have access to the foundation. Furthermore, because there's a furthermore in this. There's something in this room for me. Waiting. Where be? Me need to know. Sounds like it's over. I bet you it's actually in here. I bet you it's in there, which is fine. Let's go. I think we'll go around, out and around. First off, there's a couple of things I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn up the security system because right now the system is offline. So we're gonna set the offline mode to unlocked. Okay, confirm. We're going to set the security level to high because now we're gonna get a lot of keycard doors as opposed to key doors, meaning that I can minimize my usage of keys, and I like that. So, I want to know where this beeping is coming from. Where the beeping is coming from. Oh, new key. All right. And just in time too, because I needed a key. I mean, I had 6, but nevertheless. Okay. This is not ideal. Let's redraw. What I would really like... That's more ideal. That I can deal with. Because that also unlocks new rooms. Including the boiler room, which we need to drain the pool or the lake underground. Okay, I like it. So now what we hope for is that we get a boiler room because we need one. And there's a key just waiting for us. I swear, maybe I'm blind, but I swear that having a metal detector creates keys around, or like items around the house. I think it does. I would not mind a tunnel running through here. I'm not against the tunnel being there. Like a straight path. No, that's a bad idea. No, what am I saying? That's a bad idea. Locker time. Sure. I don't like that. I don't have like a proper junction through the house. Wait, power to the gymnasium's off. Power to the gymnasium's off. I saw you throw that. There we go. Okay, never mind. This is the time to draw the gymnasium because now you see. Sorry, my cat just like made like a crazy jump. Now I can like connect the parts of the house. That was one problem I had last stream. Last run that I had was that when I put down rooms last run, there were several rooms that I had that like basically just did not connect the house at all. And so I had like the house like basically disjointed. Okay. I still don't have a shovel. I swear the game's like, oh wait. Anyway. Yep, I see you, Boreal. I see you. Oh, man. Make fun of him. Yeah, no, I deserve that. I deserve that. Like, literally the second I say it. Literally the second I say it. This game waits to make a fool of me. I mean, I appreciate that I got the shovel. I don't think that it was necessary for me to get the shovel in that way. But, you know, whatever. Whatever. All right, before I draw another room, I'm going to use a few of my steps to make a metal detector shovel, because that's going to increase my likelihood of the holes I dig having something useful in them, which is kind of important. You know, it's one thing to dig a hole, it's another thing to dig a hole that has actually something in it. So we're going to go to the workshop. And we're going to make a detector shovel. Boom! All right. Grab that. I swear this is like one of the best items in the game. The detector shovel is like one of the best items in the game. I fully believe that. Can you combine the coin purse with anything here? No. No. What? Plus what? Interesting. I wonder what that makes. Okay. Whatever. We're gonna go here. Uppies. Now that I have my detector shovel. I need to keep an eye out for holes too, because now I have a shovel with which to dig. So, like, now I can actually interact with them. Nothing yet. Okay. Cut through the courtyard and open this up. We got a lot of backtracking to do, if I'm being completely honest. Because now... Yeah, I'll just make one of these. Plus 2 gems. The gems don't hurt. The gems do not hurt. I've got a lot of keys. I'm tempted to start using them to open some of these chests, but it could be a waste. I'm not certain. There we go. We're coin maxing right now, folks. I promise you. Boom. Oh. Yeah, the coin maxing is helping a lot. Alright. Let's cut through here. Key time. What we need is a commissary. A commissary would help us a lot right now. Boudoir. This like room always reminds me of like an Animal Crossing character's house. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like some of the Animal Crossing characters have rooms that kind of look like this, like especially like the bougie villagers, like the snooty ones. During like my time in high school, I was really obsessed with Animal Crossing New Leaf for a while. And then I got into New Horizons during the pandemic, of course, because that's when everybody was in Animal Crossing. And yeah, I haven't played it too much since 2021, I think. It's been a hot minute since I played me some Animal Crossing. I imagine my town is like, looks like a Fallout game now. That's like my immediate thought, you know, like I'm gonna like load up Animal Crossing, like Isabel's gonna pop in the main screen and be like, war never changes. You know what I mean? The place is just gonna be overgrown with weeds. I had so many flowers down though, maybe it won't be. Like, that's kind of the fun thing about having flowers down in Animal Crossing. Like, it's like the ultimate weed deterrent, because like they just don't show up if you have flowers. Yeah, I was trying to grow like a lot of Lily of the Valley, just because they're rare. Never got around to it though. I got a few. Like I stopped playing. Ooh, the trophy room. What the? I have to know. I have to know what the trophy room is. The smart thing for me to do would be to make a pump room. Nope, the trophy room actually makes a lot of sense. Here's why. There's a few reasons. First off, yo, pith helmet. Oh. I immediately make my gems back. This is insane. I don't think I've ever... I see firearm. Gimme! Gimme! I want the gun! Okay, anyway. I should probably not yell that really loud when I have my, window open. I feel like that's gonna invite trouble. Anyway. I'm thinking here. Full house of... Oh! It gives me an idea as to, like, what the achievements are. Okay. So 40 dartboard puzzles. I feel like I'm close to the dartboard puzzles one. Ace the classroom final exam. What? What? Solve the puzzle in room 8 on rank 8. Uh-huh. Okay. What's dare mode? Curse mode? Okay. You locked into intense ship combat where a single mistake could spell your doom. You have Senko just yapping in the background. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I'm like in the back seat. Like we're on a road trip together. I'm sure you'd love that, Boreal. Okay. Trophy room. It's basically our achievement area. That's cool. A billiard room would make sense. Ooh. Oh. Okay. I think the billiard room goes there. It's not ideal, but it prevents an entire section of the house from being blocked off. You know, things were going our way. They are starting to go less our way. They're still going our way, just not as much as they could be. My plan here... I do have a plan. My plan here is that I am going to... Hang on. 3 square... I think that's just 9 again. Yeah. There's a fly on my keyboard. There we go. That just like completely derailed my train of thought. Okay, anyway. 10 minus 1 minus 8 would be 1. I think that's times 3. 9. Hey. Okay. Yo! Good to see you, Bob. Good to see you, my friend. I'm hoping we can play D&D with this week. Hydrate is a good idea. Hydrate is a great idea. As I said earlier, I was kind of in a hurry to start the stream, so I don't have water, but I have a water alternative that will be just as good. Ooh, that's delicious. Okay. We're doing great. Hydrate Maxon. Okay. Now, let's see what's behind this door. So much work. I know, my friend. It's all good. I understand. I understand. Believe me, your plight falls on a sympathetic ear. Okay. Thinking. Let's go ahead and make a walk-in closet. We're gonna miss out on a couple rooms this run, but the walk-in closet is gonna be more worth it. There we go. I mean, we've got 1,000,000 keys, but it's very funny that they gave us a what's it called? The thing. The lockpick kit to boot. Yeah, no, I totally get it. Yeah. Well, hopefully we figure it out. Yeah, I'm looking forward to our next session. Yeah, days off being on call, dang. Yeah, I had a buddy who was in that situation for a while. It drove him crazy. Okay, I do need to think about the dining room. The dining room is something I need to consider. Oh, yo! The lockpick worked for once. This is not good, folks. Let me reroll. The pump room. Okay. I am going to make an archive room. I am going to hold off on walking into it, though. I think as long as I don't walk into it, I'm good. I think that's how that works. Let's go ahead and grab dinner now. Dig a hole. Found a key. I love the detector shovel. I love the detector shovel. When's the last time I changed the HVAC filter? How's the water heater look? Yeah, exactly. The walk-in. No, I love the walk-in closet because like you get like just like so much stuff. Fortunately, yeah, it's like one. Oh yeah, I don't think I had a chance to tell you this, Baba. I'm like moving locations. You might have been there when I was talking about like thinking about moving. I'm actually moving now, and I'm slowly making progress on that. I'm excited. Plus an additional 10 if I have a boiler room in the house. I'm doing math in my head. Let's see if we can do that. I mean, yeah, why not? I don't have high hopes for this run at this point because the antechamber is kind of blocked off. But we can see. We can see. What I really need, I need a boiler room. Ooh. Oh, the boiler room up here in like the perfect spot. Okay, there we go. Now I can go back. Okay. You see, now I can go back, get my meatloaf, and get my additional 10 steps. You see, big brain plays here. Oh, I guess don't say on stream. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'll tell you. It's a cool building. Yeah, I might have mentioned it. I might have mentioned it a while back while we were playing D&D, but I'm excited. Not super far where I live right now. Which is kind of nice because I'm still going to be in familiar territory, just like in a spot that's more right for me. We're going to go this way. I'm moving into the Blueprints house. That's what's happening. You know, I wish this house, I guess this house does have a cool name. It's like Mount Holly or Mount Hollywood or something. No, not Mount Hollywood. I think it's Mount Holly, if I remember correctly, is the name of this place. Laboratory, patio, archived floor plan. I feel like patio would be sick. I have so many gems right now. I don't know if I need more gems. It would be funny though. I'll put down a patio. Sure. Take my bird in the hand and all that, you know what I mean? Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and grab some gems from here, some keys. I'm definitely not hurting on keys anymore. I do not need more keys this playthrough. What I really need is I need either the freezer so I can freeze my accounts, or I need the, oh boy, I have to reroute this so I can get some way of getting up there. I need the freezer, or I need like the bougie room, the one that makes it so that you get like cool items. Okay, that's not too bad. Hopefully there's still power to this door. There is, I think. Lockpick? Okay, well, there we go. Maid's chamber, do not want. Let's redraw. Oh. Okay. I hope I get something. The chapel, okay. The chapel is not a bad idea right now, actually. All right, cool. Getting a hacking system so early in FTL is very silly. Yeah, I've been like, it's kind of funny when you get like late game stuff, early game in games like that. For me, like I've been playing the Oblivion remaster quite a bit, like when I have time to, and it's been cracking me up because I know Oblivion like the back of my hand just because I've played the game for so long, and my strategy has been to like just rush magic, and having like end game magic at the beginning of Oblivion is very funny. You can do a lot of funny stuff with magic in Oblivion. Another game that kind of like gives you like a ridiculous amount of power if you know how to level early on is Deus Ex Human Revolution. Yeah, that game has some ridiculous stuff you can do. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this run did not really work out how I wanted it to, TBH, because there's not really much I can do right now, I don't think. I've got a lot of items. I can start cracking some stuff open, maybe? Like, I can start, like, opening up, holes. And I can start opening up chests. But I don't think that we're really poised to make all that much progress this stream. I think that this, or not this stream, this run. I think this run is kind of cooked. And I mean, there could be an item I grab that changes something, but I'm not particularly optimistic on that at the moment. There's supposedly gems that I could pick up. I don't know why I would, but they could help. Okay. Let's see what we get. Let's see what else we got. It's gonna be very funny if they give me dice. I've got so many keys. They're giving me so many keys. What's over here? More gem. And I guess we can go back to the root cellar and see what the root cellar has waiting for us. Yeah, dang. I wish we got the pump room. If we got a pump room, that would have solved a lot of our problems. And I think the one flaw on my part in this stream is I think we did have a pump room opportunity at one point and I ignored it. Have I unlocked the torture dungeon? No, but I unlocked a casino, which is the next best thing. You were lucky enough to scrap for a hacking system like 3 jumps. That's awesome. Yeah, I love games like randomly generated like space solar systems and stuff like that. Like Starbound is really cool. Like the feeling of like kind of exploring, even if it's randomized, just kind of exploring something that like potentially another player could find but hasn't seen is really cool. It's really cool. Because like the weird thing to think like with Starbound, for instance, is I think Starbound's been out since I can't remember how long now, 2015, 2016, but there are still planets in that game that like people have not found, or like, you know, there's probably planets in that game that people have not seen, I should say. And you know, granted, yeah, a lot of them are probably just like kind of randomly generated, whatever. But the thought that there's like interesting planets out there that people haven't seen in that game still is kind of neat. You've got mind control very early. This is getting exceptionally easy. Hell yeah. Or silly. Probably silly and easy. Okay. So I guess we could try going down to the foundation. I'm hoping that we unlocked it permanently. If we unlocked it permanently, that would make me so happy. I would be the happiest SenkOtter alive. Good lord. Good lord. Good lord. Yeah, more keys than I could ever. Man, I should have gotten a locker room. We would have been able to like open everything in the locker room. Crazy. Yeah, because we don't even have a commissary this run. Like, I have nothing I can spend this money on. Whoa! All? Somebody just completed a sub goal. It's not telling me who. I don't know who completed the sub goal, but thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. I'm thinking here. I'm thinking. 'Twas my prime sub. Well,
Bob Ross, thank you. Thank you for the soul.
never gets old. I love that sound effect. I probably overuse the yay. I probably overuse the yay. But man, is it funny. Okay. I think the last thing that we do, that we try to do, is we go down to the foundation and see if there's anything we could do down there. Or even if, like, the door being unlocked carries over between runs. If it carries over between runs, we might be cooking. I also just want to see that gate. Yeah, it's still locked. Yeah, it's still locked. Okay. Let's go down. It's going down. I'm yelling timber. I gotta move. Okay. This way. Now, my plan here is that we end this run as soon as I figure out whether or not this door is locked. Because I don't think there's too much we can do down in the foundation. We can check, but I don't think there is. I really hope. Oh. No. No. Okay. Well. Oh. No, it is open. Do I have to move all of this stuff again? Oh. Okay. But I can go down here. Good to know. The question that I then beseech is there anything worth seeing down here right now? And I believe the answer is no. I believe the answer is no. I think what I need to do is I need to figure out if I could squeeze through here. Dang it. This cart. There's an entrance, I think there, that I could potentially reach somehow. Don't know how yet. Don't know how, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, I think we call it a day. We call it a day. We move on. You know? None the worse for wear. It's all good. Yeah, garden excavation site. Literally. We dug so much this. I love, like, getting, like, a mostly green house like this. The courtyard is, like, the best, like, room in the game. Like, 3 exits. You get multiple gems if you have the right upgrade. Like, it's basically a win-win. Like, it costs a gem, but it's gem positive. It's gem flow positive. It's a good investment. That's a healthy piece of real estate. Day 24. Dia. Dosciente. No, dosciente is, 200. I forgot the Spanish word for venti. 24. That's 24 in Espanol. Yeah, I had to use my Spanish today just a little bit. I had not practiced in a long time. I probably should. It's useful. Practice your languages, folks. Okay. Going down, give me the mausoleum. The hovel? Special floor plans now cost additional steps instead of gems. No. Shelter. Potentially useful. Shrine. More useful. Here's my plan. I think we have one more day of having crazy amounts of courtyards, okay? What we do, if this run fails, which it probably will, I'm setting expectations here. I get like 90 coins like I did last time. I dump it all into the shrine. I bet you if I do that, we're gonna get some crazy. Yo! Lotto! It's good to see you. It's good to see you, Lotto. That's not the sound effect I meant to play. There we go. Let's move on. Anyway. Yeah, I deserve that. Oh boy. Let it roll in. I deserve it. I deserve everything. I'm sorry. Lo siento. It's Espanol with Senko today. I want Lotto here more than anything, okay? Lotto is a valued member of our community. And he deserves the respect and a hero's welcome. And I, SenkOtter, SenkOtter, beyond the point, declare that we do not besmirch the arrival of our dear friend. You're all my dear friends. Let me go this way. Grab. You know, that being said, I think I just gotta make another courtyard. We're courtyard maxing today. We're courtyard maxing. Okay, I got a shovel. Now, my plan is being set into motion. You see, folks? Here's why. All right. We find a way to get our grubby little mitts on a workshop so that I can make a detector shovel. Yo. Okay, we're doing great. We're doing great. I what can I say? What can I say? You're dual wielding? Hell yeah. All right. Let me. Ooh! I love the sledgehammer. All right. We got all sorts of cool stuff. We're going to make a detector shovel immediately. Assemble. Actually, you know what? What do I know? Take this. Haul. What am I taking? Oh, that was good timing. Let's go here. I think I just put down another courtyard. We continue to courtyard max, my friends. Because now, like, this is like us gathering power. You know, we're like a shonen character right now. I didn't take my detector shovel with me. You give me you detector shovel. There we go. I take my detector shovel with me. No holes in this room? What? Okay. The corridor is always left unlocked. Could do that. Could make a kitchen. A kitchen would not be bad, actually. I'm not against a kitchen. We could make a corridor, or I don't want to make a guest bedroom. I don't think that's a good idea. I just don't. Let's make a kitchen. Now, I have a place to stock up on steps if I need to. And if I remember correctly, they sell salads. So we can, like, we're fine on steps now. Steps are no longer a concern. I am not worried. I'm like that, like, meme of, like, the dude with, like, the shirt that says, like, no fears. And then, like, something happens and it gets crossed out. He has one fear. I'm still in the no fear stage. I'm sure that something's going to give me my one fear. Don't you worry. The one fear moment is coming. But for the time being, I'm in no fears mode. That's the vibe right now. The vibe right now is no fears mode. Okay. Let me go ahead and get this. Silver key. Silva. I wonder what it goes to. I've been wondering if the silver key potentially. Ooh, lockpick kit. All right, we're doing pretty well, folks. We're doing great. This is a good time for an observatory. Either that or a pantry. Let's make an observatory. Let's see what we get. I'm curious. I mean, I don't want to end up like the cat in my curiosity, you know, but I'm curious. I could make a commissary. I don't need a commissary yet. I could make a corridor. Let's just make another courtyard. Let's continue to courtyard max in the stream. I have 4. I've got 3 more in my draft pool. As soon as I have all 8 of my courtyards created, I'm going back to the kitchen. I'm making a salad, and I'm getting so many steps from that. Oh man, we got keys, we got coins. Oh yeah, we're doing so well right now. Yeah. And then I'm gonna go back to the shrine at the end of this run. I'm gonna make a fat donation to the shrine, and we're gonna see what happens. That's the plan. Okay, what do I get? What do I get? I swear, if they give me something foul, something that is unduly... Why are pages 9 and 10 missing? I don't like that. Wait, how does this work? Okay, actually, I don't know how this works. I'm just gonna... You know what? Show me. What do I get? Apple. Okay. Apples are extra delicious. And plus 3 steps. I like it. I like that a lot. Okay. What do we got now? We could make a commissary here. That's not bad. We could make a pantry here. Sure. Commissary. Commissary time. What do we got? What's on sale? Oh... A key could potentially be useful. I'm not against buying a key. I want to hold off on it if I possibly can. Just because there's plenty of opportunities where we might get a free key. You know what I mean? So, Nook. We make a Nook. Free key. You see? I said we were going to get a free key, and we got a free key. I feel like this run is like... This run's going to be weird. Why is it giving me the option of a special key? What happens if I use it? What does the silver key do? What does it do? Chamber of mirrors. I could make a courtyard. I could make an aquarium. Let's just do another courtyard. Sure. This is like... This house is turning out really weird so far. But the reason why I want courtyards is so I can get my salad. Because then I'll have like all the steps I could ever need. And it doesn't matter how big the house is or how weird the layout is. It will give me the opportunity to then donate a bunch of stuff to the shrine. And who knows, maybe I donate like a bunch of stuff to the shrine and nothing happens. Maybe I get the bougie shop, like the luxury store, and it still doesn't matter. We'll see. You never know. But I got plans. Big plans. Sure, I'll make a storeroom. I want more coinage. Coin maxing. All right. Yeah, it's like this is gonna be weird navigating this, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. The layout's not the worst I've had yet. It could still get worse. Things can always get worse. Your coin max and stuff. Yeah, you better believe it. Better believe it. Really. I'm glad you like that quote, L'Oreal. I'm glad that quote tickled your fancy. Drawing room. There we go. See, I'm figuring it out. I'm locking in. I'm locking in. Not ideal. Not ideal. Not ideal. Why would I waste a die when I have the actual... Never mind. Never mind. Not the worst place for a pool. I'll accept it. I shall accept that. And then I do this. I lockpick. I cannot. So I use this instead. Perfect. Perfect place for a West Wing Hall. Serendipitous even. Serendipity. Why is it? Oh, no. Never mind. Let's take a look at these lower levels here. We might as well, right? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 courtyards. We got time before we have to go back to the kitchen. We are gonna have like a crazy salad. It's gonna be like the best salad of our lives. Ooh, I will happily accept a drafting studio. There's nothing I would like more. And I even get a key with it. You know, when you think about it, this would be an insane room to have in your house, like a room that you could literally just like conjure the idea of a room into existence with. Okay, I get a dovecote. Whenever you draw a dovecote while drafting, you may rotate floor plans. Okay, I like that. The solarium. You are more likely to draw unusual and rare rooms when crafting. Okay. Tomorrow you will start with 1 key for each time room you draft today. What's a time room? Oh, that would be the mail room. It would be the coat check, I think. And I think it's also the bunker, if I'm not mistaken. Let's do the solarium. Partially because, like, I feel like this thing would be, like, sick. There we go. Permanently added. It's done. All right. We can redraw, I think. I don't think this is an ideal place for, like, a hallway-shaped room. I don't want to put a chapel down if I possibly can. I will if I have to. But I can make a courtyard instead. You know what I'm saying? See? It's just that easy. Now I want coins, I want keys. Give me coin, give me key. And like, give me like a cool, like, ooh, another silver key. I love it. I love it. Smash this open, give me. What do I get? Oh, there we go. Things are going our way. For once. I love it. Pantry. Give me keys. Or coins. Give me all the stuff, actually. Just give it to me. Give it to me, baby. Alright. Alright. I think we just make a spare room. I don't want to waste a corridor on this, but we can just make a spare room. It's not a bad place for it. I feel like this is the second time in a row we've made a spare room right here. Right? Yeah, we got like another gap here, like another big gap. What do I got? What do I got? Pump room. We need that actually. And it's not in a bad spot either. It's kind of ideal even. Okay. So what we need to do. Here's what we need to do, I think. I am going to drain the reservoir. That's the plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pump as much stuff out of the reservoir as I possibly can. I think. So to do that, how do I go about this, right? I think what I would do, I have a pump house manual, I think. So we're gonna select the reservoir, I think, and raise this up, right? I might need to check some things because my plan here is that we bring that down, I think. Maybe up. Uh-oh. I burped? I did? What?
Huh?
I don't think I did. I think you're besmirching. My good name, my royal name. I think I flow that way, right? Is the reservoir draining? I can't tell. This one? I think I have a manual in my notes. I might need to check it. So, all right. There's the tank switch. Pump 2 tank switch. There's the pump. Pump control. Reserve tank. Where's the reserve tank? There is a reserve tank in this room someplace. Here it is. Okay. So, to go to the reserve tank. Oh, I can fill up the reserve tank easy. Easy. So that's what we do. So we do this, I think. Now Holly pump control. All right. There is a line that runs down there. Here. I wonder... Oh, don't tell me this is in the office. Is this like the thing that goes in the office, maybe? Could be. Let me check my notes. And by notes, as I've said before, this is just the screenshots I've taken. Alright, quick start guide. Use water to control panel, select source. Use pump lever to set the water flow direction. So that would be here. Let me show you what I'm looking at. This is gonna be main monitor. Yeah, there we go. So here's what I'm looking at right now. So we're gonna use this to set the water source. Use the pump lever to set the flow direction. All right. So we're gonna go back here. Which pump lever? I guess it's any of these. So we want to... Oh, hang on. Well, this is tricky. Because, alright, so we have 3 pumps. Okay. If I set the pump this way, so this pump up, and then this pump down, I think, I should be able to just fill this tank with water, I think, if I'm not mistaken. This tank, I would think I would want to pump upwards as well. Am I not mistaken? Oh. Oh. Okay. Let's read on. Let me do this. What else we got? That doesn't help. Where are my screenshots? There it is. Recordings and screenshots. All right, we go back here to the pump manual. So there's a tank switch someplace. The pump may be connected to more than one tank, allowing you to store and retrieve even more water. Okay. So there's a pump here that I guess there's there's a lever that I need to find. Video Funny Horse told you to draw a Spamton, giving him an out-of-court cash settlement. You're doing it right now. He would love that. Yeah, Horse has had a beef with Spamton for years. It's a long story. Let's see here. I wonder if Horse still has VideoFunnyHorse.net under his name. I had to check that at some point. Okay, well, so there's apparently a switch that I need to find someplace. I think it's there. Okay, so the reservoir is draining. There we go. Perfect. Turn this off. I'm going to turn this down. And then I'm going to turn, I think, this up. And I'm going to fill the greenhouse. If I'm not mistaken, the greenhouse should now fill. If I turn this that way, I think. Let me see here. Maybe I pump this down, actually. We're getting there, though. Getting there, folks. There we go. Fill up the greenhouse. I would prefer to not drain the aquarium. I don't think I have a reason to drain the aquarium. Man, that would be terrible. Okay. Now the question becomes where this comes into play. I have a feeling that I think the office has a switch that like opens this or something, because these wires look similar to the wires that come off of a button in the office. I think that's what's going on there. Okay. That gives me the option to then do this, I think. So I then switch this to middle. Okay. I can then switch this to here. That should fill the kitchen now, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I need to pull this down, I think. There we go. Okay. The question then becomes, if I do that, that's great. Now, how do I pump to the reservoir? Or not to the reservoir, to the reserve tank. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way to route to this reserve tank. Let me see if I have any indicator on how to do this. Let me look in my notes. I'll bring them up for you all so you all can see. As soon as this window opens back up. Because if we drain the reservoir, then there actually is a reason to go back down there. Let me bring this over. So. MP Jones. Let me go back to recordings, screenshots. They don't seem to give us too much else to work off of, being completely honest. Let me go back down, because there's this stuff about the gardening. We've got the tank system, 2 tank, 2 selected source, but there's no ability to select the reservoir tank, I don't think. Thinking more. Big think. Wait, what's this? Okay. I'm going back. Wait, what was that about the mailroom? Hang on. I'll figure that out later. Big sink? Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, that would be a no-no. I actually need to, like, get a little better about my diet. I've been overeating a little bit. Been a chunky otter recently. Okay. Use pump lever to set water flow direction. Yeah, I need to make sure I don't actually become big sink. Okay. What is this? What is this? What is this? All right, here's my thought. Oh no! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Pool goes the other way. Pool goes the other way. I think this is up. Fill this up. No, no, no. No, no, no. Wait. Oh boy. How do I do this again? I think it's like that? No, I reverse them. Okay. Like that. Crap. Yeah, because what I need to do is I need to refill the pool right now. I could drain the pool and see what happens. Where are we right now relative to the pool? Not close. Okay, let's draft this room real quick. Let's draft this room and see what we get. Lose half my step. I'm not doing that. Not doing that. No, no, no. Weight room, no. Redraw. Sure. I mean, I kind of have to, but sure. Because now I can use this to go back to the courtyard. I mean, I could see what happens if we drain the pool. I've kind of been curious to see what happens if we do drain the pool. Let me... Oh! Hang on. Turn that... Wait! What's this do? Hang on. Oh, that's the directional flow of the water. Okay. So I actually want that to be this way? Up? That drains the water here. Okay. And then if I turn this to neutral, I'm learning the pump system. Okay. Let's dump this all in the reservoir real quick. I want to see what's at the bottom of the pool. There's probably nothing at the bottom of the pool, but I have been curious to see what happens if we drain the pool. So let me do that. Is that doing anything? Like that? Where's that going? What? I'm very confused. I guess we do that to drain these. Oh, okay, I get it now. Okay, that drains that. Okay. And then I can drain this. The question is, how do I access this big one? And that I can figure out later. I'm starting to learn the pump system a little bit. I feel a little more familiar. Probably a good thing. So now, if I go back to the pool, I can fill these up. And then what I would do is I would switch this like that. And then I think I lower this to bring water into here. Raise it? Let me see. Raise that further up. Because in theory, that should like raise now, I think. I'm not gonna lie, there are times where the pump system in this game kind of confuses me. Because like I feel like that should be doing something right now. Let me change the flow of this downward. What does that do? Okay, so that's the opposite of what I wanted to do. That's a start. The opposite's good. Okay, so yeah, that brings water into the room. This brings water down from the room. Okay, good. That's a start. Water levels draining there. We now turn this way. And that should drain the water further from the pool. Unless the pool just has like a minimum level of water that it like cannot go below, which is possible. I don't think it's likely, but I guess it would make sense. They really don't want me getting into like the bottom of the pool. Let's see what the pool looks like right now. Can I see anything at the bottom of it? We're close. I only have to go a couple rooms away to find out. Let's see. I'm just curious right now. Your brain is just all overnight, stupid anxiety. I've been, yeah, I feel it. I feel it. Oh! I just realized my Discord's going off for y'all. No wonder y'all are... Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I drained the pool. I'm not gonna lie, this kind of wasn't worth it. I've always been curious to see what would happen if I drained the pool, and the answer is nothing. I shouldn't be surprised. I might be a tad disappointed. I might be a tad disappointed. Okay. Sorry, this is like, the stream has turned to me messing with the pump room. I need to get back on task. There is a reason why I wanted to get into the pump room. And it wasn't just to drain the pool. The real reason is to drain the reservoir. Laboratory, den, tunnel. None of these are good. Oh. Den, I guess. May as well. Alright, what's in here? This would be a great time to get a closet, which I'm not getting. Ah, but I can put a chapel in here. There we go. Because I'm not going to go in here anyway. I have no reason to. It's a dead end. I'm not against that. Okay. Back to the matter at hand. Going back here. So the first thing we need to do is we need to bring water out of the pool. All right. We're bringing water out of the pool. We're filling this up. Which I think... Yeah. All right. Perfect. Now, we're going to turn this off. We're also going to bring water down from the reservoirs. So to do that, I need to move this, I think, up, if I'm not mistaken. And now, I push this uppies, I think? Yep. Do that. And basically, we're going to repeat this process. Because we're going to dump as much water as we can into the pool. The plan is to dump as much water as we can into the pool. And... I think our plan will actually work. Okay. That's close. Because we need the water, I think, at water pressure 1. 1 second, I need to move Gary. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, I had like no access to my mouse for a second. Reminder that it's Pride Month. Oh, hey. Yeah, no worries, Lotto. If you have to go, don't worry. Okay. So I'm gonna shut this off. We're gonna go here. And we're gonna raise this up. Or I guess down. Because down, I think, brings water into the room, if I'm not mistaken. And... yeah, down brings water into the room. Okay. Which now gives me the opportunity to turn this to neutral. Turn that to neutral. Shouldn't do anything. Turn this to fountain. Turn that up to bring water out of the room. So that brings water out of the room. Right? I might need to bring this... oh. This tank's full. Should flow now. Look at that. College is real, unfortunately, so you must... yeah, no worries, Lotto. It's good to see you, my friend. I'm glad you showed up. I wish you all the best. Hope you have a good night. Good luck with college. Okay. So, this begs the question, then. This pump feeds the tanks. this pump, I guess, also feeds the tanks? I think. But my question then becomes, how do we fill the reservoir? Or not the reservoir, the reserve tank. There's got to be a way, I think, there's got to be a way to put water in reserve. Because if we can do that, then we'll actually be cooking pretty nicely. And for that, I think we might need to... I feel like I'm missing a piece here, but I don't know what. And then you got Aspas, my big ship, and that run sadness. Yeah. And who knows? We might have. Oh, dang it! They got my hopes up. I still want. That's the only thing I want to know. I think the switch to that must be in the office. But I'm familiar with it now. And I bet if we go down to the reservoir will be, like, emptier. Not quite empty enough, but closer. Yeah, this is the tricky part. Because I don't think the manual includes anything. Like, how do we use this reserve tank? That's the source. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's like no indicator as to where pump 4, pump 1, 2, 3, pump 2 tank switch. Because it's like, yeah, this determines. So because my question is 6 sources here. Yeah, where does this reserve tank go to? There must be someplace else. That's the only thing I can think of. We'll figure it out. Okay. I feel like we've been in this room long enough. I should probably move on. Let's see what's in the rest of the house. I'm also curious to see what the reservoir looks like now that it's been drained. I mean, mostly drained. I bet that pool's looking fuller than ever. Yeah. Yeah, we could go a little ways in, but not too deep. Drawing room, West Wing Hall. What if that reserve tank is just a red herring? I would feel like a dummy. It would not be the first time I've felt like a dummy on the stream, but I would feel like a dummy. Okay, don't seem to have key, whatever. Laboratory's not bad. I'll take a laboratory. A laboratory. Okay. The question becomes, I think this needs power from the boiler room. I don't know how to power it from the boiler room, but whatever. Yeah, the problem is I always get the boiler room and the pump room mixed up. Whenever you draft a shop room. How many bedrooms do I have? Hang on, cancel. I don't think I have any bedrooms this run. I have 1. Big think. Big think. The next 3 times I open the lock trunk, which is pretty likely, add another one to the entrance hall. That would be very funny. That would be extremely funny, actually. Yeah. No, that would be dangerous. Would it? I'm thinking. Gaining 20 gold. Because I'm about to get a lot of steps. I'm thinking, let's just add a small chest to the entrance hall. Because that's going to kind of feed on itself, I think. There we go. Experiment started. Let's see if it works. I've never had an experiment fail, I don't think. I think the only time an experiment fails is when I don't have a chance to use it. You know what I mean? Okay. Why is this ring? Ah, key. There we go. Keys always help. Okay. And I have a detector shovel right now, so I can dig this up. Nail. Doesn't matter. What about this? What do I get from here? Coins. I like coins. Okay. And then walk-in closet, parlor. A parlor would not be a bad idea. I need gems right now. Mini boss really stomped you? Yeah, that's always brutal in like roguelikes like that, where you get like just like blown away by something that really should not. The thought that comes to mind for me is Balatro. Like, you know, you got like a really good face card build or something, and then you get the plant. You're all done. I need to do a Balatro stream. That's what I need to do. The gems are in the black box. Okay. Only one box displays a true statement, which would imply there would be this box. Gems are in the white box. So here's the problem, I think. Here's the problem. This one could be true. If it's true, then this is false and this is false. Which would mean that the gems would be in the blue box. Oh! Oh! I'm getting good at those, I feel. Alright. Solarium. Sure. Sure. Give me a solarium. I want to see this thing. Yo, this thing's kind of sick. What? Okay. I like it. Ooh, a new puzzle box. I love these puzzle boxes. They usually have interesting things in them. New documents too. Mr. Nogula Anne wanted me to remind you once again that it is expected of you to keep the grass in the cloister cut and the trees trimmed. I have a feeling you may have forgotten how to open the cloister wall again, so to save you some stern words, I decided to draw you a little diagram to help you out. Who knows? Maybe this time it will stick. Okay. While face to face with the angel, press the base of the two pillars on either side of you. You're kidding me! That's it? Okay. Okay. Anything else? So, if I remember right, what we need to do here... This is different from the other puzzle boxes. What? Okay. What's the goal here? Okay, so we need these to be green. I almost had it. Dang it. Let me reset this. So, how did I do this before? There? There. There? There. How do I move? My question becomes, how do I move this one? I'm just gonna go click around for a minute until I figure it out. Wait, how did I do that? What? Oh! Okay. There. 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 Okay, there. There. Yo! An allowance token! Love those things. Okay. I think I got everything useful out of here. Useful info, though. I'm not complaining. Let's see what we get. I mean, we've still got a fair bit of drafting rooms. We've got enough gems. Good morning. Did you go back to sleep? Hi, Amanda. Oh, that's funny. Okay, I've got thoughts. Breaker box. Always draw a tunnel in drafting this room. I'm not against this. The foundation's always here, so I always have a path up. I'm not against that. Sure. Sure. So my question becomes, broken lever? I just dug up the broken lever. What? My question becomes, oh. Okay. This is not good. This is not good. We'll do the vault, though. If I have to. Hang on. I see how tunnel works now. What happens if the tunnel goes to the back? Where does this go? Did I just find something? This is one of the lady's boxes. So she needs orange. Okay, so I need orange to go there. Okay. All right. Wait, what? Okay. I need to figure this out. So, there. Ooh. Okay. I mean, usually I just kind of click around one of these until I find the answer. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not too bright when it comes to these, but I know that if I click around enough, I eventually get what I need. I might have cooked myself on this one, though. Yeah. Your body just shut down. Well, hey, I'm glad you got some sleep. Okay. Okay. Wait. This is rotating stuff. Okay. I feel like we're cooking. Oh, wait. I think I see the problem now. I think I'm starting to understand the problem. Okay. If I hit the purple buttons too many times, if I hit a purple button too many times, it can cause the, I can do this. The orange blocks to disappear. So I need to be careful about making the orange blocks disappear, because if I do, it will make the puzzle impossible to complete. Now, I think the purple blocks are going to try to go to empty spaces. So if I hit like this, for instance, it's going to put a purple block there. Okay. I move it there. That does nothing. That does nothing. That does nothing. That moves that there, 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 there. Okay. That rotates. That moves the purple. Okay. There. 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 Move a orange block there, I guess. There. There. No. Wait. If I do that. Nope. Stop. Oh, but a purple block won't move. Okay, I see the problem now. I see the problem now. A purple block is not going to move. There we go. I've almost got it. I've almost got it, folks. Okay. Look at that. Holy smokes. Another allowance coin, baby. There we go. It's just that easy. What can I say? All right. Well, I gotta say, the tunnel's pretty cool. I do like the tunnel. I understand it now. I've learned to love the tunnel. Being completely honest, I think my smartest move right now would be to get back to the kitchen. I think I will just barely make it there now I'm looking at the floor plan. Unless I draft a garage. No, even a garage wouldn't save me because I don't have, the thing I need. Power. Getting back to the kitchen's not gonna be the worst. Here. I think I know how to do it. Do we have a dining room yet? We don't. It's not a question I could draft a dining room. So, there's a couple reasons why I need to do that. I need to dump my money into the shrine. The shrine needs more money. Lockpick kit. Casino? I need the dining room. I need food. Okay. That will save me. Have dinner. All right. We are saved. Because now, I can do a few things here. Garage keys. It'd be really cool if I could draft the car. Or if I could get the garage right now. I would love it in my heart of hearts if I could get the garage. I'll take the veranda. Fine. I'm okay with the veranda. Gem. This. And there. Coins. I like it. Lockpick. Use. What do I get now? Walk-in closet. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let's make a walk-in closet here. That way I don't have to come back here. Genius, actually. Gem, gem, cupcake. Plus 10 steps. And now we're gonna go have, like, the fattest salad you've ever seen. Watch this. Watch what happens when we go to have a salad. It's gonna be insane. We're gonna be salad maxing. You know what I mean? Okay. So, to do this, what I'm gonna do is go, I think, down? Here. Yeah. And then I could buy something at the commissary. I don't want to yet. I don't think there's really any occasion for me to buy anything yet. I've got, like, enough gems and keys to keep me going. I think at this point the buying things at the commissary would be kind of foolish, actually. Perhaps later. What is ringing? What is making my... key. See? Case in point. Alright. So, we're gonna go north. And we're gonna go north again. And then what we're gonna do, kitchen's right over here. I'm gonna draft a new room. I use lockpick kit first, doesn't work. Showroom. Okay, I do think that the showroom would be a good idea. The boiler room would also be a good idea. Let's do the showroom. We can potentially get a really cool item right now. The other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to buy a salad. Oh no! No salad today. Okay. We might be... Let me see what the showroom has. Secret passage. You know, I was so confident I was gonna get a salad, and then it didn't happen. Leads to a room color of your choice. Okay. Secret passage is not bad. I'm not against it. Yeah, sure. Sure. I'm gonna leave that be for the time being, though, because I do need to conserve steps now that I know that I'm not gonna get the fat salad. You know what I mean? Key to the secret garden. I don't think that's happening this playthrough, but we'll see. I'd say I think the moon pendant, if I remember correctly. You will start tomorrow with 2 of the items in your inventory. That's not bad. I'm not against that. The ornate compass. While drafting, you may rotate the first 3 floor plans you draw. Okay. Not bad. The chronograph. While drafting, you may rewind time after drawing new floor plans. You're more likely to draw time rooms tomorrow while drafting. What's the silver spoon do? Whenever you gain steps from eating, gain twice. That makes... I would say let's buy the moon pendant. There's a few reasons. Because there's not too many items I have in my inventory right now. I would not mind starting with the key to see... Oh. We'll see. We'll see. I would not be against starting the next day with some of the stuff we have right now. Secret garden key? Boink. I think the secret garden has to be, if I remember right, on the east side of the property. I think it has to be. So the question is, does anything special happen out here? If I have... What does that do? What? Ah. Like, I'm wondering what this... Is there another dial here? Okay. So... There's 2 of these. So... Wait. Hang on. If I'm facing this thing... So I'm currently facing west. This doesn't make any sense. Hang on. What? So I can rotate the top? No, okay, so that's the bottom. What is happening? Why is this important? There's some reason that this is important, and I'm trying to figure out why. There's something that I'm missing here. Because now I'm realizing that with the way that these 2 things rotate, I mean, there's a couple ways I can handle this. There are a couple ways I can handle this. I could brute force it. I could see what happens when north is in each position when the top one is in each position and the bottom one's in each position. I could do that because there's only 2 levers and I don't see another lever right now. Because if you multiply 4 by 4, that's 16 variations of possibility. So in theory, if I keep doing that, I could potentially... Let me see something here. Is this one changing direction? I feel like this one's changing direction. Oh, that was easy. What's that do? I think that's gonna open to a wall. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the west side of the antechamber is blocked. Okay. So the secret garden has a lever to the antechamber. That's great. That's lovely. That would be cool if it weren't for the fact that I had no way there right now. Okay. That's fine. Let's see. Freezer! That would be cool. The freezer would be cool. I could... Okay, I did want a freezer. I can also try... to... Sure. Let's just do that. Let's just make a freezer. I've never even been in the freezer. There we go. Oh, let me guess. Now that that's done, everything's frozen. Except for my keys, for some reason. Okay. Well, there we go. Serendipitous. At this point, I'm just gonna open stuff up, see what we get. Doesn't matter now. Lockpick. Sure. Use. What do we get? Conference room. Sure. And finally, we'll open up this. I don't think we're gonna get anything too useful. Lockpick. Can't use gems right now. And we could make a gymnasium. Sure. I mean, honestly, I think at this point we've done what we can do. I was going to use the shrine. Doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter because I'm going to start the next day with all sorts of cool items with a fair amount of money and a fair amount of gems. It's ideal. It's great. Okay. Now, one thing I'm liking, if you notice, we're more consistently hitting the back of the mansion right now. I'm liking that. So we're locking in a little bit. Like our runs are not ending preemptively anymore. Oh, my model's been frozen for like forever. Whoops, sorry about that. I got so caught up in thinking that I wasn't even like paying attention to that. Okay. So, grab my allowance. We're starting the day off with 51 coins. That's insane. That's an insane amount of coinage. We started with the lockpick, kit, and the car keys. Could be better, not the worst. So, I'm gonna run over here. Ideally, I would like to get... Oh, I forgot to check the foundation. Ah, dang it. Well, I know how to mess with the boiler room now. It's not the worst. Root cellar, more likely to find dig spots, 2 special items. I'm thinking. Let's do the root cellar. What I'm gonna do with all this money I have, I don't know. Okay, they didn't give me a shovel right off the bat, whatever. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, it's been a while since we've gotten the mausoleum. Or the catacombs, or whatever it's called. Dang, 5 steps to get... whatever. Alright. We'll start on this side. Okay. Den right off the bat. Not bad. Now, honestly, probably my priority should be keys. Because the thing is that I have gems and coins. So really my priority does probably need to be keys. Drawing room, sure. Let's see what we get. I don't mind getting a workshop at this time. That's not a bad place for an observatory either, though. Yeah, let's drop an observatory. That's good. Get a benefit right off the bat. Doink. What do I get? Ooh, 5 diamonds right off the bat. Oh, nice. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. And we'll make another courtyard. Just like that. I think we still have the courtyard buff. We do not. Okay, so we are no longer courtyard maxing. That's disappointing. I thought we had one more day of that, but I guess we don't. Wine cellar plus 3 diamonds? Sure. I don't remember if there's anything special in here. No shovel yet. At some point, why are some of these bottles just open? Somebody been drinking them? That's weird. Like, who just leaves, like, an empty bottle of wine on their wine rack? That's psychotic behavior. Like, it's a good way to get ants. Alright. I don't think it's quite time for a garage yet. As much as I hate to say it. My problem with putting a garage right there is that if I do that, it's a dead end, and then this section of the house is like completely walled off, which I don't... I'd prefer not to do that if I possibly can. Extra money, extra steps. Security, on the other hand, is actually an excellent idea. Because now I can set the power off mode for the system. So we're going to do 2 things. We're going to set the security level to low. Confirm setting. And offline mode to unlocked. Confirm setting. Back. There we go. That helps. You're glad it's not just you? He stinks really bad. Oh no. Oh no! You know, always with you, Boreal. Always. You can't hold back. You can't resist the urge to bring out oh yo, hey, I love Dark Souls 2. I do need more courtyards. You're laying on a bed and you just found a little twig in your stomach. Ooh, ow. Oh, on your stomach. I thought you said in, and I was gonna be like, ooh, get that checked out by a doctor. Oh, for a minute I thought that was a book I could use. You can't pin messages since now you're on mobile. You know, I don't think that's any loss to the world, if I'm being completely honest. Sure. I'm gonna have to pass through the chapel one more time, but I think the coinage is worth it. And then at some point I can come back here and dig holes if or when I find a detector shovel. I could make a boudoir. I could make an office. The opportunity to earn and spread coins. Here's what I do want to do with this one. I do need to play Titanfall 2 at some point. I agree. I'm gonna make an office here. I am going to hit the switch, and I bet you, I think I know what the switch does. I think it's gonna change something in the boiler room. We will find out. We will find out. I think it opens something in the boiler room. Now, I still want to know what to do with that safe. I still don't know what the safe does. And unfortunately, I still have no indication as to where to get the code from. All right. Pool room is good. The pool room is good. No salad? Yeah, yeah, we did not get a salad this time. I was very disappointed because last time we would have been poised to have an insane salad. We would have been salad maxing so hard. I think the water level's still filled up from when I messed with the boiler room. So I guess the boiler room changes persist across runs? Which I guess would make sense. Laboratory, which is facing the wrong way. Great. I love that. That's so cool. Sure. I guess I'll make a lab. It's not the worst thing that can happen. I'm not a huge fan of where it is, but I can rotate it at some point if I get the one room that allows me to do that. Gave me a lever. I don't know where the lever goes, but it is a lever. Let's run an experiment. You found another twig on your bed? Dang. You can make the FTL bet harder on me. I don't think you need to do that. The FTL bet needs to be easy on me. Each time I eat an apple, set my dice 2. I like that. I don't know. Whenever you find some trash while digging. Okay, I'm thinking. Let's do this. Each time I set an apple, set my dice to 2. Sure. Let's do it. Am I winning? I'm not doing bad yet. So short answer is no. Long answer is it's complicated. I will say we found some interesting rooms tonight. We are doing new stuff. Ooh. Boiler room. We have a lab right there. I'm not against this. We can figure out what the machine in the lab does. Let's try it. How does the machine in the lab work? So, what's that do? I still don't know. Yeah, like, this is weird because I've been trying to figure out if I do that. We got that, right? Shuts that door, whatever. And then we need power, I guess, from the left side? So, like that, maybe? Activate doesn't do anything yet. So, let's see if I can get power running up here. I need that bridge to be running. So to get power up, I go down, follow this pipe. There's a pipe here. Hopefully that doesn't shut off that bridge. It does not. What does that do, though? Can I see it? Ooh, all 3 lights are blue. Okay. With all 3 lights blue, if I hit this button and activate it, what does that do? Okay. Main line. What is this? What? I wonder... Oh no. I think I might get it. I think what this does is it runs power to the room that's adjacent to this, if I'm not mistaken. I could be I think that's what it does. Yeah. Yeah. So the boiler room needs to be directly adjacent to the lab. Okay. Well, at least I know now. Okay. Whatever. I mean, it's a learning step, which is kind of a cope response, but it's true. Yeah. Okay. Let me see something here. We can potentially power that room. So let's funnel the power that way. We're gonna go up to the hallway. I still want to know what that does. What can we power? Now that we have power that runs to that room. I guess we'll find out. Control water flow. I bet you it might be the pump room. Maybe that's how we get that last little bit into the reserve. Drafting studio. I'm not against getting a drafting studio. A drafting studio would actually be kind of clever right now. Sure. There we go. Let's get a new room into the pool. Clock tower, kennel. Each time you dig in a room, unlock all doors in that room. This is kind of goofy. Whenever you draw a dovecote while drafting, you may rotate floor plans. I like this. I like this. Dovecote. It's there now. Power. Yes. Power. Give it to me. Oh, I don't want to make a master bedroom if I possibly can. I could make a dark room. The likelihood of the dark room screwing something up is exceptionally low. Let's do it. Power's gonna go out. I kind of don't feel like backtracking, TBH. So we will just do this. Lockpick. And chances are something with a gem requirement is going to be good. So, laundering money. What does laundering money in this game do? How does this work? Wash and dry. Swaps keys and gems. Okay. This service costs 10 and will exchange all of your keys with all of your gold? At a 1-to-1 rate? You're telling me I could get 50 keys? Spin cycle. Will exchange all of your gems with all of your gold. So I can get 50 gems. I'm kind of low on keys, but I don't know if I need 67 keys. Okay. The laundry room is cool. Not what I need right now, though. Funny. Very funny. Okay. We got a couple paths forward. I say we head south. We've made progress. Not the progress I was expecting to make, but it's progress. And then we're gonna go, I guess, this way to the pool. Okay. And then down. Oh, I have to pass through the chapel. Fine. Oh, wait. Let's see if we can draft a... What? Huh? Huh? Wait. Okay.
Bob Rossero, I think you subbed like an hour ago. But thank you. Thank you for the prime sub.
Okay. You're not being evil. Yeah, I doubt that. I doubt it. I doubt it, Boreal. You not being evil? No. No. Refuse to believe. Refuse. Let's see. We're gonna go down this way. And we're gonna go this way. Was it? Well, I guess that means that the megaphone is actually working as it's supposed to now. I think the... What do you mean you're rubbing your fingers like the sleazy businessman you are? That's not... That doesn't sound good, Boreal. I don't like hearing that. Okay. Gotta keep going down. And this way. And I don't... If I'm being completely honest, I think this run is cooked, actually. I think this run is cooked. But there's a couple things I want to see. Dining room, sure. Give me my steps. Pizza time. Sure. Just have dinner. You're cackling at your own scheme. You're on the cackling now, my friend? Why? I could make a workshop. Sure. Sure. I still don't have tools. This run's not going my way, really, if I'm being completely honest. Commissary, sure. I've got gems, might as well. I got money, too. I'm gonna buy... I could buy a sledgehammer. There's nothing really here I want to buy. Yeah, this run's not really going my way now. Okay. This will tie us back. And I can just go up. I don't think going this way... Like, I don't think spending 2 gems on this makes much sense right now. Yeah, let's do that. It gives me some extra steps, which I could definitely use. Gives me a die. Was not expecting to get a die. That's nice. And then give me like a corridor of some sort. Sure. Let's just do the solarium. Sure. It's fine. I've never found a shovel to dig with this run. It's kind of messed up. Kind of messed up. All right. We're gonna go... Oh, battery pack. Not that I can use it for anything, but it's something. We'll go back down to the dining room. We'll work our way up. And I think this run's like cooked. I think we'll do one more after this. Kitchen, sure. Not too much I want to do with the kitchen right now, I think. And now they're gonna give me this out, right? Because it's useless. Okay, no. I already did that. I can afford food, but I don't think I need it. Yeah, why are you both laughing? I don't like that you both are laughing now. That's disturbing. There is something very funny I could do. There is something very funny I could do. I could set up this locker room, launder my money for keys, and then open every locker. I could do that. It is very tempting to do that. I just might do that. The pump room Control water flow through the estate. Don't want that yet. I don't want that yet. Oh, wait. Doesn't matter. Wait. Reroll. East Wing Hall. That saves me for the time being. We make another pathway. We make a... Drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans up to 8 times. Holy smokes. That's crazy. Not what I need, though. Go up. And we make a boiler room. And hopefully, I get a pump station. Ah! Okay. 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 Here's what we do. New plan. I will make a... What will I make? I'll make a hallway closet, I think. I'll make a hallway closet. Okay. This would have been nice to have early on, but that's okay. Here's the next thing I do. Be ready later. Oh boy. I'm going to grab food. I'm going to go back to the laundry room, which is a far walk. I'm going to convert all my coins into keys, and I'm going to open up everything in the locker room. Sure. Use this one. Key. Okay. What was that? What about this one? Use. Open. What's this? I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Find each sum without using signs. I don't... Okay. Interesting. I feel like we just, like, looked at some kid's homework. What? Why I hear the bonk noise? I'm not seeing that I got bonked. That's weird. Okay. Here's my thought. Let's go back to the laundry room. And if my steps run out, so be it. So be it. What? Do I have 2 menus? Are there 2 menus? No, no, there's just one. Bacon and eggs. Sure. And a club sandwich. And...
Amanda MCM7. Thank you for the prime resub.
Wait. I just noticed the message. I just noticed the message. Wait, it was an actual sub? Oh, it was. It was a real sub. Huh. Well, anyway. Thank you for the sub nonetheless. I think you canceled your Amazon Prime? But you still spent money on little me? Aww. There we go. Well, thank you. You wish you could take it back now? No, no, you don't wish that. You don't wish that. You love old good old Senko. I know I do. Let me see here. Let's go ahead and work our way up. I've got so many steps now. We're step maxing. We're gonna run through this place quick. And we go here. Go here. And go here. And go up. Up. And through. And to the right. And I'm going to convert all of my money to keys. That's very funny. I love that. We go back. We've got so many keys now. We're key maxing. We're gonna go all the way back. And then we're gonna open up everything in the locker room. What am I hoping to find in the locker room? I don't know, if I'm being completely honest. I just decided that today was the day that we find out what's in there. And who knows? It could be nothing. Could be Jack. But we'll know for sure now. And that's what matters. I never again in my life will ask, man, I wonder what's in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? It's not, it's a thought that's no longer gonna occur to me. Ooh, gems. So that being said, I'm looking here. We're gonna go, oh! Hydrate time. I gotta hydrate. Hang on. Where is it? I can hydrate and I can posture check. Ooh, yeah. Ah. Oh, hello. Hello, 4K Gaming 2.0. I didn't see you there. Oh. One sec. Ah. Here we go. What I'm gonna do. You better believe I'm ready to hydrate. This thing pop on quite right, but it worked. I don't know if y'all heard that. Sensory experience. And ASMR. Ah! And there we go. Let's just add some. Ooh, that's tasty. Delicioso. Water I'm having, of course. Am I hydrating with what? No. What gave you that? What gave you that impression? What gave you that impression? Why would you ever think that? Like, what was there a series of sounds that gave that impression? I don't know. Never ever. I promise. Ignore everything that led up to this. I'm normal. I'm normal. So we're gonna go this way. And we're gonna progress through the home. Locker room. There we go. Man, that hydration got me feeling funky, you know what I'm saying? Alright. What's in the locker room? Open up. Yo! Like 20 coins? I can launder money again. In blueprints. Yeah, very important qualifier there. Okay. Pop this open. Okay, so I'm realizing that the locker room is kind of a high risk, well, not high risk, high reward, but like, wait, what's this? Where is the room 46? North of the antechamber, below the foundation, full house. Secret door in the tomb. Leading towards us doesn't exist. The grotto. I think I've seen the grotto, but I've never made it. Possible locations. So he thinks, theorized, okay. Why is he saying no to below the foundation? Full house of 45 rooms plus band room? Interesting. This guy was drinking though, so we gotta keep that in mind. Unreliable narrator. Running shoes, sure. We're gonna take somebody else's shoes. What's in here? More money. I mean, we could make like a bunch more. Man, what a waste of this run though. I probably could have done this differently. Because I started off great. I started off with like 30 coins. Okay. Close that up. What about here? Green apple. I've never seen a green apple in this game. I've only seen the blue or the red ones, not blue. Oh, I wonder if it was green because it's an experiment right now. I bet you if I find another apple, it'll be green. Yeah, those dye would have come in handy earlier. Okay. I think we found some information. I managed to get a screen cap of it. I don't know if we're gonna find much else. Am I colorblind? Never. Kirk Darren is a pseudonym. Okay. I don't know why that matters, but sure. The green notes are supposed to be true. Supposedly. Boink, boink, boink. Alright. Well, some new hints. Not much else to go off of. I think we'll do one more run. We'll call it a day and do one more run. Because I don't think there's much else we can do. Biggest fear is being colorblind, but not knowing, because even if we see different colors, how else would you know if people are saying this color is called XYZ and you just roll with it? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of tests though for color blindness, you know? I feel like that's actually like a not bad one. Or not, no, it is, being colorblind is bad. Well, it's bad for the person who is colorblind. I don't think being colorblind is something you don't have control over. So like, it's not, you know what I mean? Anyway, colorblind people, my heart goes out to you. That being said, I had a thought here. There's a lot of tests. It's easy to know. There we go. I feel like a few decades ago, especially pre-20th century, yeah, being colorblind like would have been much harder to diagnose. I wonder when we first became aware of colorblindness as like a society. That's an interesting quandary. One that I don't have the answer to. Okay. Here's my thoughts. Here's my thoughts. I think let's this is a tough call. This is always a tough call. I think what I do is I just go ahead and draft the outside room right away. The outside room, generally speaking, I've noticed, tends to... I'm supposed to have all the answers? If I had all the answers, I promise you I would not. I would be doing something other than streaming right now, I guarantee you. I should say that implies I don't want to be streaming, which I absolutely do. I think if I had all the answers, I'd be streaming more, actually. Tool shed. Sure. Metal detector. Cool. Sledgehammer. Cool. It's unfortunate I don't get like a cool item, but I got two very practical items that I kind of needed. So I'm not against the tool shed being our starting room. Because now if I have a shovel, that will basically open up everything else I need. Perfect. Okay. Now, I got thoughts. Let's do... Let's do parlor. Get me some gems. Black box is true. The blue box is true. Those two are lies, I think. The gems are in the true box, which would probably be this one. There we go. Because, yeah, the other two can't be true. Easy. That was like the easiest one they've given me so far, I think. Okay. Bedroom. Sure. Take care of that. The layout of this house is already going to be weird, I can tell. A courtyard would be nice right now, which is exactly why they're not going to give it to me. I think... Here's the plan. I draft a guest bedroom. I get my 10 steps. We chalk the southeast corner of the house up as a loss. Which is okay, actually. Because I came out of that step positive. And now I no longer will have questions. What could I have done in the southeast corner? Because you know what the answer is? Nothing. Nothing I could do. Just the way it be. I love this game, but I can't figure it. Yeah, it's a tricky one. I feel like I've been wanting to talk about this like a little bit. I might make a video on that, famous last words. That's I've not been able to make like a video on anything, any of the things I've been wanting to talk about. I just haven't had the time. I will soon though. But I've been wanting to talk about the fact that I think the cool part about this game is that this game kind of has this really neat ability to have you learn alongside the main character, like, because the plot of this game, like, essentially, you know, is that you're inheriting this place, and to properly inherit the place, to fully inherit the place, Simon needs to learn the property so that he can reach the final room, right? So basically, you, in essence of playing, are learning with Simon, which is really cool. I love that concept. It's really cool. Like, basically, you're perfectly in sync with what the game is expecting you to do, which I think is neat. Locked. Okay. That's okay. Yeah, because my plan is that I'm going to tunnel. I probably should not be digging until I can make a detector shovel. But I would like to, yeah, at some point I would like to explore that. Yeah, it looks hard. It kind of is, because it kind of like requires like a degree of planning. And like you could see that even though I'm learning, I still make my share of mistakes. Like that, what I just did with that tunnel there was probably not my brightest move. I think the metal detector, no, okay, for a minute there I thought the metal detector was gonna have me break the piggy bank. I'm like, I'm not gonna break the piggy bank. There we go, my 2 coins. My 2 coins for coming into this room. Okay, solarium, sure. There actually is a very smart reason to make a solarium here. I actually like the idea of making a solarium here. Here's why. Because I don't need to come back to the solarium. So if I put the solarium here, it just stays here. And that's it. And now I can draft rare rooms with all the benefit of having made a solarium. Yeah, it's great. With like none of the downside. Because it's like right there. Okay. Here's my plan. I think a garage would actually be not a bad thing to put here. I'll need the power of the garage eventually. But for the time being, it's going to give me keys, which I desperately need. Okay, I have keys now. I do love me some keys. The next... There must be something in the car. Right? Nope, just an extra key. Beautiful. I love it. Okay. We'll come back here later. We'll need a breaker box to turn on the garage door. In the meantime, I lose another coin. So be it. I've made Oh, no. We're good. For a minute there, I had a brief feeling like I had cooked the run, but nope. Nope, we're good. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna tunnel into the foundation. Successfully. We are now at the foundation. From here, I've got options. First thing I'm gonna do, since I have keys, I'm gonna unlock this. Because for a minute there, I thought the run was cooked. We are not cooked yet. We'll put down a hallway. Get my free key. And I bet I'm gonna have to use it. No! They somehow did not make me have to, yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and draw a dovecote. I like that. It's cool. Are there any messages in here actually? Anything I should be aware of? Nothing? What's this? Dear Mother, if you're reading this, then that means Junie made it home safely. I imagine he's going to be quite tired after such a long flight. So make sure he gets some treats and rest. School is going well, though I do miss you terribly. Unfortunately, even though the dean gave me permission to keep my birds here on campus, I'm afraid it's getting a bit too cold for them as the semester marches on, so I've made the decision to send them all home before the winter months arrive. All of that to say, expect some letters soon. Dearest Mother, this should be the 5th letter you've received from me this month. That's a lot. Though I know statistically it is very unlikely that every single member of my flock has found their way home. And please, please don't tell me if they didn't arrive. It's going to be hard enough to know that I am truly on my own. In other news, my class has been engaging and I am slowly making friends. So please ignore the dramatic despair of the previous letter. Things are indeed looking brighter, but I still maintain that there are years too long a time away from home. Mary. So Mary would be our mom, I think. Herbert, thank you so much for your gift of the wedding doves, whom I, of course, recognized immediately. And yes, I got the hint. So here's your letter. I know it's long, long overdue. The Mayhew life, but I thought that was a name, suits me, I think. Not that I didn't love Mount Holly, of course, but there are years of being confined to a tiny dormitory, a small place Daniel and I picked out in Reddington feels more a stately manner. Once we've finished unpacking and setting everything up, I'll insist on making exception to your reclusive lifestyle to come and share a meal and admire a somewhat less impressive but much more personal view of the town. Thanks again for the card, Mary. We are returning east and should arrive on Tuesday. If coast is not clear, lower the SD to warn us? That is mad weird. I wonder if that is, I think that's an S. Weird. Okay. Huh. Gives us some information. Maid's chamber, library. Neither of these are ideal. Less likely to find items laying around the house. Fine, I guess. Okay. Because what I need is I need an east hallway. Ideally. Use aquarium. That works. It's not an east hallway, but it's honestly kind of better. Okay. Go this way. Use conference room. Yeah, I guess so. And then from here, we'll work our way. So this is a lie, I guess. Because I don't know what safe code they're talking about, unless there's a safe in here, which I don't think there is. Yo! Hey, Monster! Hi! Let's see here. I'm gonna go here. Man, I'm getting so many locked doors right now. The study. When drawing, you get a chance to spend gems to redraw the floor plan 8 times. Hello! Thank you! We're gonna go billiard room. Because I need gems. Need gems. And keys. And or keys. Give me both. 20. Oh my lord. Okay, 3 plus 4 plus 1, 5. Minus 7, negative 2. Times... No, that can't be right. So, okay. We got 7. Times 7, I think. No, this is subtract 7. 7. 1. So, okay. This doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense. Your brain is cooked. You're trying to follow along with what's happening. You just can't. I know. There's a lot going on. 1 plus 4 is 5. Plus 3 is 8. Okay, minus 7 is 1. Is it? Wait. 1, 4, 5, 3, 8. 8 minus 7, 1. Times 3 would be 3. No, times 18 would be... Oh my lord, that's a big number. Hang on, let me think about this. So, 8 minus 7, 1. Times 18 divided by 3, 6. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 5 squared. 5 squared is 25 minus 25. 5 times 2 is 10 divided by 2 is 5. It's 5. What? Okay, hang on. This was 8 18 6, I think. Okay, 1 2. Oh wait, hang on. I did my math was bad. 6 times 6 is 36, minus 20 is 16. Divided by 2. Wait, 16 times 2 divided by 2 is 16. There we go. Okay, 12. Okay. Minus 5, 7. Times 2, 14. Divided by 7. 2 squared, 4. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. You just play basketball for like an hour and a half, you're dying? Hell yeah, that's awesome though. Means you're like, it's not good that you're dying, but it's awesome you play basketball. It's good for you, man. Congrats. Oh my lord. I that broke my brain. That broke my brain. Rotunda. I can't make a rotunda. So we're just gonna get a key instead. Love keys. Okay. Okay. We could make a commissary. I'm gonna make a pantry. Because it's free. Because free is all I can afford right now. There we go. I mean, I can afford something that's not free, but you know what I mean. Weight room, lose half my steps. I don't care anymore. Yeah. Yeah. There's no right answer to this, if I'm being completely honest. Secret passage, I guess? Sure. I could go here. Oh, I I see how the secret passage works. It lets me choose, I guess, what I'm getting next. Okay. I don't know what I thought the secret passage did, but it wasn't that. Whoops. All right, let's call this run a day. I want one good run. After playing basketball, you learned that you maybe stick to baseball. That's a lie. You're not good at baseball either. I mean, it's not about being good at a sport necessarily. It's more just about like doing something that's good for you. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's do one more run. Let's do one more run. I didn't like how that one went. I'm not gonna lie, that run kind of sucked, actually. One more. One more. The stream's gonna run a little late tonight. Just a little bit. So, I mean, this is like the classic roguelike thing, though, right? Whether you're playing like Balatro or Vampire Survivors or Streets of Rogue, the infamous words are one more. Yeah, you were just joking. You don't really like basketball or baseball better. They both have their ups and downs. For example, baseball, you just kind of sit there for a while. Well, you prefer basketball overall, but it gets more tired. Yeah, I mean, I never really had a chance to play baseball. I think I would have liked it had I played it. I like watching baseball. I played water polo. Water polo is fun, but it destroys you. I played soccer. I hated soccer. I did water polo. I did soccer, which is ironic that I liked water polo, given the like water polo is basically just soccer in a pool. Are you headed out? Check text after stream, please. I can. Let's see. Redraw. Greenhouse. I don't think I've ever actually gotten the greenhouse. You're more likely to draw green rooms while drawing. Yes. Yeah. Oops. A little too much water went in here. That's okay. And this is where the broken lever goes. Okay. Well, dang. Shovel. I'm gonna save this for later. Because I want to get a metal detector to connect to the shovel. That's good to know, though. Okay. That's where we get that's where the broken lever goes. Good to know. Good to know. Let's do a parlour. A parlour would be a good idea. I could redraw, but a parlour I think makes sense. Low stakes parlour. Gems are in this box. The gems are in the box next to this box. Okay, 2 truths. The gems are in the blue box. Lie. Wait. Hang on. Let me really think about this. Are in a box next to this box. The gems are in this box. The gems are in the blue box. 2 truths. But that would be a 3rd truth. Unless you have lie. No, that can't work. Because okay, here's the snag. If the gems are in this box, or hang on. Let me redo this. If this is true, then this has to be true. But if both of these are true, this cannot be true. So we have to start over. If this is true, then this is a lie, and this is a lie. The gems are in here. Oh,
Damn, I'm good.
all right. The company got updated for the first time in like a year. You're gonna be playing it later. From what you heard, your cousin, patch notes. Read the patch notes, amazing update. That's awesome. Oh, I like the little greenhouse indicator that I got here. This is sick. Workshop. Don't need it yet, but we will eventually. As soon as I can find a metal detector. Yo, a compass? First time I've gotten a compass in a while. Like that. All right. Commissary hallway. A hallway would be good. Let's do a hallway. Let's do a hallway. I like the idea of a hallway being there. Okay. I like the idea of a solarium being here. Okay. Okay. This is working out well, I think. All right. Back through here. Dining room. I wish the dining room was facing another direction, but that's okay. Put that there. This year's been a good year for the gaming. The end of the year, you saw there's going to be some great gaming purge where freaking EA buys every game company. EA's not buying anything. EA's cooked. Yeah, I would not worry about EA. I think that if you want to worry about somebody buying games companies, I think that probably Tencent would be the one that you would want to be concerned about. Tencent or Epic, maybe Sony. Sony likes buying things out. I would not worry about EA buying things though. What's this one? Drax is the Dead. Dead end rooms are more oh, God. Fine. Unlock. Cloister. Oh, crap. The cloister would have been very good to pull, but I don't have the gems for it. Something's got to change. Games are too expensive to produce, too much risk. Investors will pull out. Yeah. Yeah, and the thing is too is that we're seeing like an influx of indie developers. Like, look at like the people who develop Clair Obscure. They're an entirely independent studio. I'm not worried. Devolver Digital will take over the world. Devolver is doing very well right now, yeah. Epic's kind of cool though. Yeah. Epic I've got mixed thoughts on. I agree that they're not the worst. But yeah, I would say like for most of them, yeah, it would be like, yeah, let's put the dev coat here. Do we have new letters? Yeah, because yeah, it's like Take-Two, Epic. I'm trying to think of the other ones who are like kind of likely to make big moves. Plus one key for each bedroom in your house. I don't have many. Casino. Yo, the casino. I'm gonna hold off on this. This is where we come in if this run goes bad. If this run goes bad, we come here and we gamba. Yeah. Oh, okay. The aquarium's not bad. Okay. Okay, how does this work actually? Do I like bet 10? How I what? 1 wager per day? No thanks. Well, ooh, 2 free spins. Let's wager 5. 2 gems would be actually pretty helpful. Ah. Okay. Nintendo probably also too, which is the scariest one. Yes, I agree that I don't like the idea of Nintendo buying stuff out, because if Nintendo buys stuff out, then it all goes to Nintendo consoles. And with the way that Nintendo's been doing with all their pricing, that's no good. I agree. Nintendo's kind of the scary one right now, actually. Okay. Let's go north into the no, let's not go north. Let's not go north. Let's go back to the entry hall. It's gonna be a waste of steps, but there is a reason why I think that's a good idea. There is a reason I think it's a good idea. So the reason why I think going to the entry hall is a good idea is we can go this way. If we go this way, we can make a furnace or a lavatory and be cooked. Oh, I never made an outer room. Let's make an outer room. Like, Nintendo's a very scary company because Nintendo's honestly probably the best at making games out of all the consoles. Yes, their exclusives are very good. Yeah, well, the thing is that I think that, oh, we got a tomb. Okay. Each time you craft a dead end in your house, spread 5 coins in the tomb. All right. So the question with the tomb becomes, how do we open the hidden door that goes to the rest of the house, or the rest of the underground? If we can figure that out, there's a lot of options that we've got. Because there's somewhere here, there's a hidden door. And that hidden door, diary key. If I can find the ladies' chambers, we can at least get the diary key. The diary open. And I have a feeling the diary has useful information in it. It's gotta. At the very minimum, it has lore. But I think that indie creators are actually in a better position than they've ever been, because you got to remember that a lot of AAA developers, because of how much the development of AAA games costs, indie developers are actually in a nice little position where they can compete with AAA developers for a fraction of the pricing, and they can take more risks on making interesting games. Granted, I think for them it's time that's the problem. Time and budget. But the thing is that we're seeing more indie developers pop up. Like, I think the talks about gaming being dead are kind of ridiculous because of the fact that we are actually in a better position for indie developers than we've ever been in. In my opinion. Granted, it is sad that AAA companies are less inclined to take risks. Like, think of situations like Microsoft with Sunset Overdrive. Sunset Overdrive is just one that comes to mind because it's just a really well fine-tuned game. I think the brightest problem for indie developers is the fact that none of them want to get big, because where's all the hate going to be directed to? Well, yeah, I think the indie developers are less worried about hate, and they're just more worried about being bought out, or not bought out. They're more worried about going bankrupt Because the thing is that that's a scary situation for an indie developer. You know, I think a lot of them would not mind being bought out or, you know, having the chance to make something bigger. But the scary thing is going bankrupt. Unused pairings. Love, sting, sing. What? I don't know if it's possible with so little time left, but I need to remember to ask Anne if we could commission new artwork for all the new rooms in the house. We need them produced in sets of 2, a pair for each room. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm thinking. I'm likely delusional to think this could be pulled off by Thursday. Why? Maybe it's this safe. 9 0 8 3 enter. Did that do something? No. I think the code that I've been trying everywhere is 9083, isn't it? There's so many safes in this house and none of them take that code. One of these safes has to take the code. But which one? Let's try again. 9 0 8 3 enter. Yeah, nothing. Honestly, being bought out is kind of a good thing for certain indie attention. Yeah, exactly. It depends on the developer. It depends on the developer and what you want, right? What's your vision for what you want to do? Makes all the difference. Breaker room, sure. Turn this off. Turn power to the garage on. Turn power to the gym off. Don't care about the dark room yet. What I want to know is that cabinet that's scratched out there. Why does that matter? What is that? Forward. Use key. Honestly, yeah, well, Notch. Yeah, Notch, I mean, yeah, Notch is kind of a special case. He's in a weird boat in a lot of ways. He's kind of the exception to the rule in a lot of regards. Okay, this did not go well. It did not go well. This run's kind of screwed, which is fine because honestly, I kind of didn't have much else I could do tonight. We can try going down. Yeah. What I wish is I had some way to figure out where the hidden entry in the tomb is. I'm curious to see the reservoir though, because I think the reservoir is going to be clear now, or at least emptier. I might be able to at least get down further into the reservoir. Now, the other thing I'm wondering is how does this hidden wall work? How? I want to know. I need to know. But yeah, we'll figure that out later. For the time being, I want to go down to the reservoir, see what's going on in the reservoir, and then probably we'll call it a night because I don't think there's all that much else to do. Personally, you're fine with a lot of attention. You've been criticized before, mainly from TikToks. Don't care really. And easily, so kind of has surprise. Well, yeah, I mean, I think the thing is that's easy to separate, like somebody talking to you personally in real life versus like somebody online. Like, you know, being completely honest, like how much stock do most of us take in what people online have to say usually. Okay, we need to clear this reservoir because there's a bunch of boxes down here. I want to know what they are. I'm also noticing that passageway there. What's that? Well, okay. So clearing the reservoir potentially gets us something. I don't know what I thought it would get us. I didn't think it would be this. I didn't think it'd be a bunch of chests, but we would at least know now. My question is, what happens if I fill the reservoir more? Something to think about. Yeah. Okay. We call it a day here. And I think we save. I think we save and that's it. I've got some thoughts. This run didn't really work out either. Oh, we should have gambad. I forgot to gamba. Oh well. Exit. Save and quit. You came so late. No, no worries. Yeah, it's a really cool game. I love Blueprints. It's like literally a puzzle roguelike. I've been super addicted to it. Like, I didn't know what I would think of it when it first came out, but I've really been enjoying it. And like, honestly, the Blueprint streams are probably the ones I've been looking forward to the most recently. I mean, besides the ones that we've been doing with Boreal. I wish there were more games like this, because really, there's nothing really that scratches the itch quite the way that this one does. It's a really cool game. If y'all haven't played it, I really suggest playing it. It's great. It's absolutely great. Kirby, thanks for showing up. Bob, thanks for showing up. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Boreal. Thank you, Amanda, for the subs. I really appreciate it. Thank you to anybody who's hanging out on YouTube still. I appreciate that y'all are there. Sorry I wasn't super eagle-eyed on the chat over there, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Y'all are amazing. And yeah, I basically just want to wish y'all a great night and thank you for hanging out. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna do a little vibe check right now. See how we're looking. Yeah, I think probably we'll just simply call it here. But I wish you all the best. Next stream is probably going to be Friday at the latest. I'm gonna try and see if I can do Deltarune release night. If y'all want to watch a Deltarune stream on Thursday, let me know. If not, then we'll do Deltarune at the very latest on Saturday or Sunday, I think. That being said, I want to wish you all the best. I hope you have a great week. And we'll see you around. Take care, y'all. Bye. Oh, wait. Ava Bear. Yeah, welcome. Hello. I hope you have a great night too. Thanks for stopping by.